Alright, so, in my last video, I had a person join me, so I just kinda played it as is. Like I said, if people join, I'll just play it with them. But for me, personally, I'm just strictly trying to level up to level 20 so I can get the stratagems that are going to be needed for much higher levels of difficulty. And I think in like the last video I did show some of the stratagems that I was using. My loadout that I'm using is the breaker. I like this gun a lot better, even though it's a little less than this, but it's only like 30 damage less. But with this gun, it's a single reload, so you're constantly stuck reloading and stuff like that. This one is much faster, it's a more of an automatic reload, so it's a little bit more helpful, a little bit better, and same thing, it's more damaging than any of these other guns. So really helpful, really good to use. I try to stay away from things like this gun, or where it's just like a automatic beam and stuff like that. My secondary, I'm using the Redeemer, so an SMG, just for quickness, to help me get out of a bind if needs be, and things like that. I've only unlocked 2, so this one's much better than this one, so has more ammo. Yeah, it has more rate of fire, less recoil, which is much better. Grenade wise, I'm using the impact grenade, so anything it hits, it explodes. There's no time limit, whereas this one has 3.5 seconds before it blows up. This one 2.4, and this one no time limit, so instant explosions. As for my gear, I am using the breaker. Gives me more grenades, which I find is a little bit more better. If you're playing solo and stuff like that, maybe something like this might be a little bit better, where you're not being detected and you can just sort of run right through it. But I prefer more grenades than stealth. Even though stealth may be good, but I kind of feel like in this game, more grenades would be a little bit more better. Helmet and the cape, it doesn't really matter because you're not getting any kind of passive bonuses with it, so it's just more cosmetic. For my boosters, I've only gotten these 2. I'm working on the recon one, just in case, so that if we're in a full team and other people pick this, I can pick the recon one or the stamina one, which will help a lot better. So we're getting all those pings of enemies on the minimap and locations.
Helldiver, the Super Destroyer is ready for your next mission.
Locations that show as question marks on the compass. So this one is Brood Commanders. This one is upload data. So like things like this, if you're playing solo, this is really good to do because you're not wasting a lot of time, and the most experience that you get is through time. So the faster you can do the mission, the better. But what I find is trying to collect what you can collect along the way, as well as doing some of the hives, just gives you a little bit more of an extra boost. So when you're doing this on your own, you can kind of take your own time and not have to worry about, you know, rushing it, because you're getting the most out of the experience. So I like to use the airstrike, guard dog, grenade launcher, and just the Gatling sentry. And then I'll pick the more ammo when you load out.
Cowpod launch initiated.
So when I start the mission, I'll start with everything full. And I don't have to pull out a supply. In my other broadcast, I couldn't really explain too much just because I had somebody else with me, so...
The shadow of neither death nor tyranny, for justice is your cause. Sending down equipment package. Deploying support weapon.
But normally what I like to do is I like to look around, and I try to see if there's any kind of beams of light around. If there's any beams of light around, you can get the requisitions, you can get weapons, you can get medals, you can also get super credits and things like that. So checking things like this is kind of good because there's going to be like a lot of samples and stuff like that around there. So it's always kind of good to like check around. So right here, there's a sample.
Fire in the...
And then just sort of check your surroundings. So everything is more further away, so I can kind of look for either secondary objectives or other locations that may be around.
Dropping a pin. Northeast.
And I'll just kind of run right through everything. I'll only engage in enemy attacks if needs be, but majority of the time, I'll just run right through them. Just check if there's any buildings or towers or bunkers. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be much of anything around here. I'm at the edge of the map. So I know that there's enemies behind me, but I don't want to engage in them because they'll just call up more enemies and slow you down. So over there, there's a hive nest.
Something.
Here's another bunker.
Fire in the hole!
Try to collect what you can collect and just sort of look around. Try to look for the little beams of light that show up. Right now, since I'm over here, I kind of don't want to be over here.
Map. Southwest.
And as you can see on my compass there, there's a question mark, so I'm close to
There's
something.
here.
Which may be a bunker. There's another one. And so there you see over there, there's a beam of light that I missed, so I'm gonna have to try to go back to that. I don't see too many, so I'll just try to check over here. So what I do is like, I just try to run around as much as possible, try to look for samples, try to look for things like this.
Fire in the hole.
Where I can just grab what I need and then try to get out in the fastest time possible. Okay, stalwart I don't want, requisitions I will take. So I didn't find any samples. Normally there's usually one right around there.
There's something here.
So samples you want because that will help level up your ship, give you better cooldown times, things like that. So there's a nest right around here, so I'm gonna deal with this. And I completely missed.
Throwing grenade.
Third time's charm. Get real nice and close. Still miss.
Fire in the hole.
There we go. Okay. So with those nests, you actually have to try to get it in the hole, not just around it, which makes it a little difficult, as you can see. But we got it done. Alright, so back at the first beam. So, extraction. There's a couple things over here that I think I found.
Dropping a pin, east.
Let's just check over here real quick. So there's another beam.
Found
So
something.
usually there's about 3 of them on the map. If I had a partner, I'd be able to do this one, but since I don't, I'm going to be out of that stuff, but I mean, that's okay.
There's something here.
Alright, got a medal. Now usually there's samples around here. If you're really lucky, there would be 2, but I wasn't that lucky. But yeah, normally there's about 3 of those beams on a map. Check to see if there's a bunker here, maybe some samples. Looks like a bunker. And it looks like I already cleared it out. So let's check the middle section. See if I can come across.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
See if there's a secondary objective. Because this one is just an upload.
Found something.
You don't really have to do too much. That's why these missions are really good to do, because you can just sort of run around, run in and out. Ooh, really unlucky there. Alright, so I don't think there's anything here. So a secondary objective could be a tower. As you can see over there, there's a tower. which may have a gun or something.
Tagging map, north.
Or a radio link that you need to upload and stuff like that, just for secondary objectives. So I see the nest over there. Best way to see a nest is when you see the orange smoke.
Unleashing democracy.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
I don't think that cleared out too many.
Prepare to exterminate.
Now we got some buggies coming at us. And I will just ping.
Southwest.
So there's a tower, a radio tower. That's my secondary objective.
Tactical asset near your
Ooh,
location.
there's a lot of enemies.
Democracy.
Alright, so what I'll do is I'll just try to get up here. Or maybe not.
Fire in the hole.
Alright, so while that's updating. Alright, so those are the two bug holes that I have to get rid of before going to that other big one. All the way around.
Mission map updated.
Alright, so that's done. Come over here. Just try to get rid of this one.
Bag's empty.
Ow.
No, please.
Okay. Not looking too good.
Tagging now. Southwest.
Alright. There we go, that's what I wanted. Whew. Okay, gonna have a lot of enemies here.
Can't liberate with this broken arm! How'd you like the taste of freedom? Last reload. Get some! Get some! Last reload.
Okay.
Deploying equipment package.
Alright, so there was something over here. So no samples over here, so that's kind of shitty. For the most part, I believe I checked most of these. I think these were the bunkers. There is this thing. I don't know what that could be.
Dropping a pin. Southeast.
But I'm right here, so I might as well just get rid of this and then deal with extracting.
Delivering payload.
Eagle 1 rearming. Be back shortly.
Alright, so he's calling friends. I need to run through this as quickly as possible. Just because I'm looking for samples, so I didn't see any there, so time to get out. I'm just gonna check that one marker that I placed, just in case. and if it's nothing, then I'll just head out. Also too, be careful of these, because if you fall in there, you're pretty much dead, and you'll lose everything.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
Bunker? Okay. Oh, sample. Oh, good thing I checked. Alright, so I think I've gotten
Tagging map, west.
most everything. Actually,
Dropping a pin. South.
I didn't get that one. And yeah,
Eagle,
it's
back in the
a
fight.
looks like a beam of light. Kind of strange because I thought I got this one, but whatever. Alright, super credits, which is nice. Okay, so I got that, so now I will
Tagging
just
map, northwest.
get out of here. Actually, no, I won't get out of here because I haven't done
Dropping
the
a
main
pin.
mission.
North.
Jesus. Okay. So busy trying to find and collect loot and samples that I forgot to do my main mission when I was up there. Oh, sample. Alright, that's the secondary objective.
Tagging map, south.
So having your map out like this while you're doing an objective is really good because you can see where enemies are going to show up on the radar.
Freedom spreads yet further. Extract when ready.
Let's come here, take a quick look around. Sometimes there's a bunch of samples. Alright, nothing here. I see some enemies coming.
Deploying sentry. Extraction request
Might as well get
confirmed.
this underway.
Inbound. ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds. Deploying equipment package.
Say hello to democracy!
Stay down.
Get some! Get some!
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Democracy's on its way.
Oh. Got friends over here.
Say hello to democracy!
Eagle 1 leaving combat zone to resupply.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone. Pelican 1 arriving at coordinates. Pelican 1 landing sequence initiated. Watch where you're standing. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent. Liberty has seen you through.
This one was a little bit sloppy, but only because I forgot to do the main main objective. But that's kind of what I normally do. It's just sort of run around, try to look for loot along the way, get rid of whatever you can get rid of, just to maximize more requisition points, more experience, things like that. In, I guess, decent or efficient time. But, I mean, if you have a team of 4 people, it'll make it a lot easier, because if you're doing easy and you're just sort of running through it, kind of like the way that I'm doing it, you can clear the map real easy just by
Our enemies couldn't take down even a single
taking your own
Helldiver
paths
today.
and separating
You
things,
truly
getting rid of
are invincible.
whatever's on the map to make things a lot easier. So, okay, so judging from my experience, I'd probably have to do 2 more missions to level. But as you can see, requisition points is good. So I'm just saving up. right now. Trying to maximize what I can get, and when I get the equipment that I can get, and try to go for these higher or second mission stuff for my ship, which will be a little bit more better, helping me out in more harder levels, like, you know, the cooldowns, deployment times, things like that. Will give me more uses for my stratagems. So for the most part, I just need this one. Unfortunately, I need rare materials. I need 5 more rare materials. I could run through it. The only thing is like I said, I only have the expendable anti-tank. I mean, it's good for a bit, but when you get stuck with the cooldown, it's a 70-second cooldown. So, and that's detrimental when you're running around on a more harder map, because more enemies are going to spawn. More chargers are going to spawn, and the enemy is just going to literally waste your time, because you're just going to be stuck there killing what you can kill, and then another enemy will send out like a smoke beacon or whatever to get more enemies in that area, and then all of a sudden you're stuck fighting, and you don't have enough time to do your objectives to get whatever experience that you can get, and then you're down to the last, you know, you're down to the wire of trying to complete your mission and then get out of there with little. So if the enemy is wasting your time like that, you're not going to get a lot of experience. That's why I'm doing this on easy. If you know, check YouTube or something like that, a lot of people will say the exact same thing. If you're just leveling, do easy. Don't worry about doing medium challenges and all that stuff, because that stuff will come later when you're with your friends, or if you have a team, or if people randomly join you and things like that, to make it more easier for you to get the most out of the game and play the game and have fun. So this is what I'm saving up for. I'm only level 16. I'm almost 17, so I need 3 more levels to try to get this gun. Once I get this gun, it's a lot better to get through any of those bigger enemies that may come down. That gun, along with where is it? The shield generator pack. It's very good, and the EMS mortar sentry, because even though this is like good for automatons, it's also good for the pyramids as well, because it'll just stun them and keep them in place, and then you can just either get out to go do what you need to do, or just pick them off. Especially in the more higher levels, because in the more higher levels, the chargers that show up are absolutely ridiculous. Especially if they just continuously spawn. They just show up,
Answer, Helldiver.
and it makes the mission a lot harder to do what you need to do.
You cannot allow the bugs to infest this planet.
So doing missions like this, where it's just terminate the broadcast, which I'll show, are really, really good for doing what you need to do and just get out of there and try to bank on as much experience as you can, while collecting as much loot as possible around your area. So this is kind of the reason why I normally start right at the bottom, because there's going to be a lot of stuff over here. Usually the blinking lights will be around this area or so, maybe 1 or 2 over here, and then as you're breaking through here to get rid of the enemies, you can kind of look for your secondary objective. If you can complete that as quickly as possible, all you have to do is run over here, blow it up, then leave. That is if you're not worried about taking care of the hives. If you want to take care of these nests, I mean, so be it. It's just gonna be more experience for you, right?
Pod launch initiated.
And as I'm doing this and playing it solo, one of the reasons why I like the guard dog a lot, rather than getting the supply case, is because he's protection, right? So if you're stuck reloading or whatever, he's gonna take care of anything that comes near you. So it's a little bit more helpful to get what you need done. And as you can see, there's blinking light.
Live up to freedom.
Can I get the sample? Thank you.
Sending down equipment package. Sending down support weapon.
Okay, so since this one's here, just grab this.
Found something.
Because finding these things are really good because usually there's quite a few samples in these areas, but you're mainly getting like there, I got 2 war bonds just by finding that one. And also too, like what I kind of do, so there's a nest over there, you can see the red smoke. I just kind of look around. So there's over there, I see another beam, and that's roughly right around here, right? And I can check over in this area here too, just to see if there's my secondary objective. Because those are the things that are gonna give you the most. So you want to kind of go through that, get that experience. There's something right here as well.
There's
Okay,
something
so
here.
little bunker thing. I won't worry about the nests just yet. Just because I want to collect as many samples and requisition points or medals and stuff like that. So here's a 2-man bunker. Nothing I can do over there. So no samples along the way. There's my beam of light. So if you find a ship crashed here, usually there's like some samples. Alright, so 2 out of the 3 beams done. So there's my 3rd one right over there. Which is decently close by.
Found something.
So now that the beams of lights are out of the way, the only things left are mainly just collecting the samples, finding any kind of bunkers, and try to get as much loot as you possibly can. Before doing any of the main stuff. So over here, I don't think there's any. I think there's just the regular housings. So I mean, we could check that. But I'm pretty sure the secondary objective is right up there. Okay, so I hear enemies coming from that way. Just kind of go around.
inside the mission area.
Okay, that's not good, so I'm on the outskirts of the map. Okay, so seeing these little pits, that's what I think these are. So those are virtually nothing, so what I'll do
Tagging map.
is I'll come
North.
over here first, get rid of this nest. Yeah, so explosion, explosion. I see a thing of smoke over there. There we go. Got rid of that one. Okay, so he's calling friends, so that's gonna waste my time a little
Dropping
bit.
a pin. West.
Try to run over here, see if there's any samples, because usually there's some drop with the explosion. If not there, then around here. Okay, there's 4. Over here, circle around, kind of drag them away. Okay, so there is a question mark over here.
There's something here. Bug outpost spotted. Prepare to exterminate. How about a nice cup of liver tea?
Well, get rid of that. Quickly run in here, see if there's any more samples. Alright, I don't see any, so on to the next.
Tagging map. Southwest.
So you can see the smoke over there, that's usually where they're gonna be.
Found something.
Okay, so that thing there. Okay, how many times do I have to shoot you? It's a massive bomb.
Dropping a pin. West.
Question mark?
Found
Another
something.
two-man bunker? Yeah, it is. Alright. Grenades, that, sample. Can't do anything here.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Here comes the cavalry. Right on target.
Damn, they're really stiffing me on samples. Alright, all bug outposts is done. Let's
Tagging
just
map.
go over
North.
here. Oh, okay, yeah. So, as you can see there, I tagged this section right here, and it's showing blue on my map. So that's a radar. So that's my secondary. So now I could just do that, blow up the illegal broadcast antenna, and then get out of here. Because I've already captured, or sorry, I already found my 3 beacons of light, so I don't need to waste any more time around this area. Also, too, most of the things that I found were literally like 2-man bunkers, so that kind of sucks, but I mean, it is what it is.
Tactical asset nearby.
Alright, so just get rid of that guy really quickly. Come over here. Drop a sentry. Because I'm gonna have little pests show up.
That's called democracy.
Sending down equipment package.
Alright, so I'm right beside it. Oh, Got more friends coming.
Mission map updated.
So now you can just sort of see everything that is around here. Most of the stuff we got, so it doesn't really matter.
Dropping a pin.
There's virtually nothing up here, so I might as well just head to there, get rid of that, and get out of here with some pretty decent time.
Tagging map, southwest.
Emergent victorious yet again. Extract when ready.
Okay, so quickly come over here, try to look for any type of samples. Alright, no samples. Other than that one, so I might as well just leave. And then we're good to go. And then we're gonna get quite a lot of experience for this. And by the time I get here, all my cooldowns should be pretty good.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound. Sending down sentry. Deploying equipment package. ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Super Earth's finest, back in action. Administering freedom.
Alright,
ETA
got
T-minus
my
1
gun.
minute.
Say hello to democracy!
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Have a taste of democracy!
ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone. This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone. This is Pelican 1, preparing for touchdown. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Another step towards total eradication.
Alright, so for those who are that do watch this and are just starting out in the game, this is a good way of leveling up. This is to get you up a little faster during the early parts of the game. As you get closer to like level 15 and up, it does get a little bit slower, but I mean it's still quite doable. You're probably going to be doing like maybe 6 to 7 missions to level per run, because you only get like roughly around 250 depending on how long you're going to be. But if you try to maximize that, you know, you'll make quite a lot of experience and leveling up quite fast. So thank you for watching. I hope this helps, and see you in game.